once again.
Yeah.
Those darn sea robbers once again in a cup competition. Definitely your biggest bogey team since Sundowns really became a solid powerhouse in SA football, like legitimately in the past decade. That's the one team that just always just doesn't matter how good you are, how many shiny players you have, they always get the better of you. But yeah, no, there's a lot we need to unpack, so I'll obviously let you just kind of start us off.
In our preview of this time, we did say the onus is on Mamelodi Sundowns to show if they can get it over the line as the champions of South Africa, as the best team in South Africa, the team that went to the Club World Cup to represent the whole continent.
And the CAF final, by the way.
And the finalists of the CAF Champions League final, which I will touch on later. The onus was on them, bro. The best collective of players in South Africa, the best squad, the coach of the season, player of the season. Can you guys do it? This team has always been the bogey team, as you mentioned, in cup games. Semi-final, first leg, I think 2023, they knocked us out. Finals, they beat us. Not even against Pirates. Chiefs, Nedbank Cup semi-final last season. A goal up, we end up losing the match 2-1. CAF final, first leg, 1-0, a goal up. We end up drawing the giving away an away goal, making us go to Egypt with pressure on us. Like, what's the problem, dog? What's the problem, dog? The investments are there, the resources are there, everything is there, but in the league, sure, 3 points up for grabs, easy win, bro. We take that, tally it up, we end up winning the league. Consistency over a certain period of time, that's great.
Knocked it out of the park.
But pressure moments. These are the games that build pedigree for clubs, though. These are the games that build a knack of winning, though. When young kids are seeing these games, like, it's wafa here. No pun intended, but it's wafa. It's an MTN8 knockout match. The kids are watching now. Win or go home. That's what matters. At the Club World Cup, we saw it, dog, against Fluminense. Win or go home. We always crumble under pressure. And you guys are setting a bad precedent for the whole club. From the coach, management, sporting director to the players. You're setting a bad precedent for the next generation of Sundowns players and Sundowns fans, bro. This people might say, oh, we're entitled, we've been winning these leagues and all that. League, yes, we've been winning. But like I said, these are the games that set the tone for the club. Manchester United, our team in England. We've been dog shit for the past 13 years, but we made sure the cups. Those are the games that make. When we play a Man City in a game, the young kids are watching. They don't care whether we finish 13th in the league or whatever. They are watching the big games. The big games.
Against the biggest teams.
Biggest teams. We managed to nick one off them, bro. 2-1. We lifted the title even though we finished 8th. Like, it's not more than just a result, bro. It's like setting like a culture for the club, and Pirates have done that. They haven't been doing well in the league, but they're still racking up the silverware, though. For us, come on.
All right. Yeah, I enjoyed that. But I want to just like center us to the game itself and just kind of, I think that was just kind of like the underbelly of the two games overall. The frustration. Yeah. But specifically on this game, because for me watching this game, as a genuine, I was watching it as a neutral because both teams I don't like significantly. So I was watching it just and I'm just thinking you guys hit them very hard in the first couple. The first couple of minutes were very, I'd say it was both teams were kind of going for it.
I'd say so.
But I'd say you guys were really just like towards the middle of the first half. You guys really just got yourselves into the game slowly, and I think that was really like to the point where I'm thinking to myself, it's a home game. It's fully packed. Everyone is there. It's just like you got the atmosphere there, and you're thinking, all right, yeah, this is maybe probably this is gonna be the one, because again we know that Sundowns versus Pirates in a cup competition in any context, it's you guys really just and this is like a massive like thing that you guys really need to get over, because it's always the case every single time, and you even going into the game with the season, with the results that are happening in the PSL, you're thinking to yourself, okay, but he ghosts against Sundowns.
Yeah.
You don't, give them the slightest of chances. And I just, before we even get to their goal, I just want to again, a very well taken goal by Iqraam Rayners.
The build up was there, like you said, we built momentum at the beginning of the game. We wanted to get at them. We did. We created chances. I think Ayende took the shot, deflected. Chain could have done better with that save. Rayners tucks it in. Shemo Rayners, dog. He's always scoring. He's always giving us the leads, but we just can't seem to protect him. But after that, we saw, like you noted, I think in the first leg preview, in review, we noted that Cardoso sort of changed the approach for the game. We allow teams to pressure us, and I think we had a conversation about this before we started shooting. It's a home game. We should be imposing ourselves.
And I just think Coach Cardoso, I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just a thing of, because Pirates, they just always have the essence of a team that will graft. They will keep on just they'll create chances. They have the quality. We know that they have the quality, and maybe they don't mind not having the ball, because they know that once they have the ball, they're already gonna, spray balls all the type of way. And they're technical players where they know how to move around. And I think at the end of the day, if you allow them to grow into games, they will find a way, some way, somehow. We always know. We've seen this as far back before this team was before this worse. I wouldn't say worse, but less talented Pirate squads would always do this, especially against you guys.
Yeah.
You guys would get the first goal, especially during the Pitsom Simani days.
Yeah.
In those Telkom knockout finals with Mpunchan and all these types of way back when. Just give them an opportunity, and I'm telling you, they're gonna kill you. They'll just if you don't kill the game immediately, they're gonna grow in the game, and slowly but surely. And I think for me, first half, I'd say the coach making the substitution that was very glaring. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, this is the guy. This is really, you can say, the person that has been carrying this, not carrying, but a big part of this team over the past couple of years. And the 35th minute, if I'm mistaken. 38th minute gets hooked, and something that I noted from the commentator of the game saying that he's been hooked off, and not a lot of the Pirates fans are complaining about that. That's something, because obviously they're in the stadium, so he could see that, not a lot of noise, not a lot of thingy, in a massive substitution. And I think that was the substitution that really, I wouldn't say changed the game, but really was needed in that moment. Why I say so?
I think it shifted the momentum towards Pirates. To the players on the field, it was hey, one of our star men is off now. We must raise
our game.
Yeah.
And I think him going out, allowing Selebebele to kind of get into those attacking positions a lot more, because he started the game at right back.
Yeah.
And I think obviously he's always gonna bomb around that flank and just be a nuisance. But now that substitution now allowed for the team to kind of change up and now say, okay, let's just kind of see how we're able, as you said, I think I could see a lot more of Orele. I could see a lot more of Mokhopa in those certain, instances, even when you guys didn't have the ball. Those few instances, I could see Pirates, okay. And I don't know if what that means for Utito in this team, or it's just a thing of a needed tactical substitution. I don't know, but
I think it was needed, bro. Tito wasn't offering anything in this game. He wasn't pressing
he wasn't
off the ball. He wasn't involved. And when Pirates got the ball, he didn't seem to.
He was, I think
create stuff.
I think his lost action of the game was a very lopsided, outside football that really went nowhere.
Yeah.
And again, it's not even a thing of, I wouldn't say you're bad just because you didn't get a goal and assist.
No.
I want to see you. I want to see what you're doing. I want to feel the presence of you in the team, and you don't see that. And from someone who 2 years ago, people are saying he needs the number 10.
Yeah.
Get Jomo. He needs to get that number 10. And I don't know. It was very interesting to see, but overall, I'd say, again, massive credit to, obviously, I'd say massive credit to Mbogazi as well.
Yeah.
I always say he really was a nuisance for
Hugo
him.
Cruz was also in the stands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think, him and Rayners were kind of just going, they were battling quite a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I'm just again, a player of his age, being able to play at his level, and Usieme as well.
Yeah.
And even for you guys, bro, I'm looking at players like Divine Lunga. What a player, man. I'm quite impressed with his first half performance, I'd say. And I'm thinking, okay, this is really a cagey game that is open, but obviously, each team is really just going for it. And I think towards the end of the game, I'm like, all right, maybe Sundowns can get away with this one, and then Pirates kind of get like that was a weird goal that kind of just happened out of nowhere.
I think that was Route 1 football. I think Pirates at that point subbed off Mbata and Nduli. Those are the people who were bringing stability to the midfield. But he brought on Mariko, with a new like midfielder that they have. So you could see that the intent was to attack. They also brought on Umbuli. There was no 6 in that game, bro. In that game for Pirates in the latter stages, they were like, you know what, going gung ho, and
which is risky.
Yeah.
But credit to the coach for trusting his players to say, guys, let's go for this. We have nothing to lose in this instance, most probably.
But also, Coach Cardoso didn't make any counter changes to take advantage of it, because he replaced Sales. He replaced Matthews. These are our creative players up front. They are the ones who make things tick up front. And he brought on Mutiba. He brought on Libusa, Umudiba, he brought on Ushalil. Jaden Adams, right now, yes, we're saying he can't do it, but right now, he's not that progressive player who's going to take the ball from the midfield and give it to the attackers. Temba Zwane is not there. Tebo Homkwena is not there. He's a deep line playmaker. He's a 6. Marcelo Allende box to box. Who's gonna get the ball to Umtiba and Shalulile when you put them on? Who's gonna get the ball from the midfield to the attack? And that's another thing that the coach has repeatedly been doing, bro, in knockout games. And credit to Uwadu for taking advantage of that in terms of taking off Mahob and putting in Chihofatso Mabas. Because he's gonna keep the defenders occupied. He's not gonna come out of the space to come and link play. He's gonna stay next to the line and make sure that the defenders are occupied, which led to their goal, where I think Siyama played the long ball, Hoto keeps it in, and Mufukeng plays it over our line into Apollos cross in. And why is Ronnie Williams coming out of goal for that? It's coming out of his line, leaving his line for that goal. And
it's funny because we were complimenting him in the last game of the last review we did. In terms of just crediting how he looked very solid.
Yeah.
And I think that was obviously he's a sweeper. He's a sweeper, so obviously the catch of just you will come out and it's going to be risky, but sometimes, most of the time, it works out.
Yeah.
That was an instance where it was mistimed, misjudged, and it just, fell at the right place for the man of the moment.
Yeah.
The hottest kid in Africa, the hottest kid in South Africa right now. I tell you right now, he's on dreamland. He's literally I'm sure if he asks for the 10 now, they might even think about it. They might even, they might even. No, obviously I'm joking, but he's really and I like the fact that it's not just a thing of he's getting lucky. He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He's running off the ball.
Bro.
He's grafting. He started the game at right back just to show that he can play at left wing if he needs to. He'll play at cam. He'll play whatever position he needs to. He will just constantly keep on being a nuisance. And you constantly keep on seeing him in those attacking positions. And I just feel like he's going to be, if he can keep this up, he could really just be, number one, he's already a fan favorite.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could really just be an integral part of this team, Pirates, in terms of them just kind of building themselves up from this very unfortunate start to the season. But this is exactly what Pirates need.
Yeah.
This is the spark that they need to really just say, guys, we're here. Let's go. Another final, another cup.
4 years in a row, bro. But
that's it's.
I think our preview for this final will be interesting because it will be a repeat of the last year's final. And
Stellenbosch, they had
they will feel hurt from that final because some of the things that we saw in that game, they were crazy. But congratulations to the Buccaneers.
Massive credit to the Bucks in terms of this is just what they do.
Yeah,
this is just what they do, and in terms of you guys.
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Back to the drawing board.
After being back at the drawing board.
I guess we'll be here in this situation 3 months from now when you guys have to play, when you lose to Sukukuni in the Kali Cup final. I'm sure that's just your luck in finals, in cup competitions at the moment. Besides CAF, obviously you lost in CAF, but I'd say you guys have a better clamp there. I think here at home, and
it's tough.
It's
tough, but I'm looking forward to whoever's going to be hired as my new coach by the time that competition comes around. Cause
no, but massive credit again, a massive credit to Coach Aldesam I would. That he needed this, and this is exactly what they needed going to the season. And for us, you and I, we have a very interesting game up for grabs on Wednesday, which we will preview coming very soon. But we just wanted to give our brief thoughts and summarize it. It's like, hold on, before we go, that penalty shootout, what the hell was that, dude? Oh my word! Like,
oh yeah, Dave's I ended our most experienced players. Funny enough, Shadulile and Tiba as strikers, why aren't they taking the first penalties, bro?
That's weird. Like, that was, credit to Sipo Chain. I mean, we know he does this. This is what he does. But, those penalties as well, man. No.
Lackluster. Same side.
But can I ask, even when the game went to penalties, how are you feeling?
I wasn't any confident, bro. I thought Ronwen was going to be the one who was pulling us out.
Obviously, Ronza, we know Ronza is also someone who's at the highest stage, but
even his attempts at saving, they weren't really convincing because he got close, but
it wasn't.
He wasn't strong with his hands.
I think again, bro. Yeah, you guys, you have just no luck in any instance. It's just very unfortunate. But we go again.
I guess
we go again. But that was just our brief thoughts on the MTN8 semi-final second leg between Sundowns and Pirates. Massive credit to Stellenbosch, who won their game against Sikukune.
Yeah.
And we have ourselves, as you said, a repeat of last year's final, and we will be there for that one as well. No, you have last thoughts?
No.
Now then, from us, No Foul Plays at A, Mo and VJ, stay tuned in.
Go.